Hello, welcome to the channel. Today I'm going to talk about language apps. I'm going to review them, I'm going to talk about them and suggest you the language apps that you can use to practice languages. And it's raining outside, so if you hear the rains, I'm sorry. Keep watching. I'm excited to shoot this video because it's a language video after a long time on the channel, and we do make videos about languages and about travel. So if you are interested, keep watching. Do not forget to subscribe to the channel and like and share the video. Learning languages has many resources from where you can keep learning, practice and get started with languages. And language apps are a part of that process from where you can get information about languages. There are so many language apps available on the internet, so many blogs, links that can help you out with learning languages. And if you are really interested in learning languages, you need to get the concepts very clear. By the concepts, I mean how are you actually going to be able to speak in a language or understand a foreign language. I have been learning languages from a really long time. I am learning German. I really want to start learning Italian. These are some apps which I have been using previously. I know how it works, and there are some apps which are new. So it's going to be like a review of those apps, and I'm going to tell you if it actually works or not. So if you are interested, continue watching. So the apps that you have for language learning are just a helping tool to keep you in practice of the language. I'm not saying you need 10 years to learn a language, but it takes time. And it can be made easy by various process, by various tips and tricks that you have in language learning. There are many videos that we have put up. There are many videos on the internet. Okay, so let's get started. I'm going to talk about 5 apps which are very popular. I have seen actually many videos on language learning apps which are good. And I personally wanted to try some apps out of this and see how it's actually working for me, because it works different for each individual. First app I'm going to talk about, an app called Beelinguaapp. This is more specifically of the reading and speaking and listening practice that you can do if you are learning a language. That is what I've understood so far. First, you got to choose a language. I really want to learn Italian. That is what I'm going to choose. It's completely new for me. I have never learned Italian, but I really want to. It's already started. What is your level of Italian? Very beginner. Okay, now at least I like this that they have kind of like levels which you can select of which level you belong to. This is the level that I'm talking about. You need to know this. Okay, I'll put a picture. One thing I would like to talk about this app is that it specifically is a good way of practicing your reading and listening skill. But as I'm a complete beginner, I kind of got lost in how am I supposed to know what the pronunciation is of any alphabet or word. And it is a paid app, so to have the other services of seeing what the vocabulary is, what does it mean, you can select a certain word or a sentence from that paragraph and see what it means, but you need to have the paid subscription to it. The current app that I'm using is an Android phone, and it is not showing me the vocabulary list, but I used it in iOS and it was showing me the vocabulary list for free. So it kind of differs, I think, phone to phone as well. So if you want to use this app, you either need a paid subscription, which is 900 for a year, which is quite reasonable if you are practicing languages. If I keep using this app later on, I will let you know. You can stay tuned on our Instagram to see if there is any kind of growth in terms of using this particular app. But so far I give 4 out of 10. But you can do it for your reading and listening if you are to a level of understanding the language. The next one I'm going to talk about is Duolingo. Everybody knows what Duolingo is. Everybody has maybe used it in the lockdown. Now with Duolingo, I have used it before. I know what the concept of the app is, and it's quite entertaining, to be very honest. The application itself is very entertaining. The graphics are nice. It kind of seems like a game. But if you are on the go and you just want to quickly go through some kind of vocabulary for your level, you want to listen to the audio and then repeat it, look at it, have like a fun time doing it, it's a good app. But again, it's like something that you should already know. It's not going to start from the very basic. So to learn the vocabulary, I think it's quite good. So if you are somebody who would like to sit and just have a sheet of vocabulary and read it and have applications which help you to translate it so you can listen to the audio, you can do that. It's much more effective. Now the next one is Clozemaster. Clozemaster. We also have Japanese and Korean, which is great. It's a quiz card kind of type application, so you have to select a level, and again for this app also you need a prior knowledge of the language. If you are like completely new, you don't know even the alphabets, it will be difficult for you to manage, because it directly starts with the listening part, also directly starts with like full-fledged sentences. So you need to have an idea of the structure of the language, how it's spoken and what it means, then you can get into the application. But so far, apart from the two applications that I did previously, this one seems a little more logical, little less of a game. That was about Clozemaster. I kind of give it 6-7 on 10. You can use it for your vocabulary again on the go. The next app that I'm going to talk about is Drop. This is the one which I've recently heard of and I wanted to try out. This one again seems like a game that you can play, and the good part about this one is that you can actually skip on the words that you already know. So you can just swipe up if you already know the word, and if you are new to it. Now I selected a kind of intermediate level to go with the app, and I still got very basic vocabulary, which was like really very basic. So maybe it was something that I was just getting started with the app, that's why I got it. But otherwise you kind of listen to it or you read it, and then if you know, you go ahead. If you are aware of the word, you skip it, and place it on like 5. So the last one that I'm going to talk about is Memrise, and it is one app that I would highly suggest in terms of learning actual vocabulary. You have the video playing on top, you have the vocabulary, you get to select it or not select it. Personally, I think I like looking at this kind of graphic while learning on the language rather than the animated one. In this app also you can tick the vocabulary which you already know, so it won't keep on showing the same thing, and the words that you already know, you can just mark it that you know them, so it won't keep on showing again and again. Memrise app I highly rated of 7 to 8 to learn the language. I hope you guys understand how apps work in language learning. It's not the only way or method of learning a language, it is a way to practice and be in touch with the language. But apart from the apps, there are also many websites, many YouTube videos which can be helpful even if you want to finish learning a language faster. So that was it. If you want me to review any more apps, do let me know. If you want to get started with learning a language, you can comment below and let us know. We do have many offers going on all the courses. So if you're interested, get in touch. See you in the next one.